This is some silver that I heated up in a crucible and rolled out in my rolling mill so that I could try making a feather. So the body of this is recycled silver, and here I'm adding in the feather lines. I had soldered a piece of wire down the center, and now I'm using this stamp to stamp in the lines of the feathers, and then I kind of drew in a rough shape of what the feather would be. It kind of just took shape all on its own. No matter what I wanted it to be, it was still pretty thick, which was really cool. It was really hard to saw because it was such a thick piece of silver. It started kind of as an ingot, and then I hammered it out a little bit and then rolled it in my rolling mill. And here we are, and I'm kind of free-forming this little shape of a feather. Not completely, but just kind of let it do the thing. Running some sandpaper through the little grooves that I cut so that I could kind of bend and shape the feather so that it wasn't so flat. It had a little bit of dimension to it. This was a fun one. It's just sometimes when I need a break in between big projects, I pick something like this to do just to relax my mind and get back into a different groove and reset. And so it's really fun for me. Using lots of different kinds of sanding things, files, sandpaper. I use nail files and my bristle discs, all different kinds of things, trying to make the feather appear a little more organic. And you know, just having fun with it. This was a fun thing. Everybody should try something like this every now and then because it was relaxing. It was fun to do something that wasn't super demanding or something that required a ton of my attention. And even though it did require attention, it was a different kind. And the wire was heavy gauge. And I wrapped it up and made the loop for the bail, wrapped it around itself and brought it down and kind of left the tail down there, and I soldered it to the front of the feather so that it wouldn't go anywhere and it would hold all of that in place, which was really fun. I really, really like how that turned out. Again, this is a heavy feather, and so it took a lot of heat to get it to heat up, but super fun. And I can't remember what I was going to do with this one. I didn't end up using this in this feather. I don't think. I was going to try something, and I don't remember what I was doing, but now I'm going to go over here on my little, I don't even ever know what to call this. This is a little bench grinder that I put the bristle discs on. I love that. It's the Dedeco bristle discs that come in different coarseness, and I love it. I use this for everything that I make. It takes a lot of the hand sanding out of stuff. You have to be freaking careful with this thing. If you aren't holding on tight, it will rip whatever you have out of your hand and fling it. Here I'm using liver of sulfur in a watercolor pen to add in the patina so it goes down in all the little hammered spots. I put a little bezel cup on there for a little piece of turquoise that was going in there, and my little maker's mark. This was just a fun one. Turned out so pretty. Feathers are fun because feathers for people represent so many different kinds of things. And here I'm now polishing the silver. So after I patina it, I put it in baking soda water to deactivate the patina. And then I come in and polish it with that black polishing compound. There's a lot of different polishing compounds that you can use out there. My suggestion is to kind of try different ones and see what you like. Zam can be a good polishing compound, but you never want to cross-contaminate your wheels with, like, if you're polishing silver or polishing stones, because I know you can use Zam for stones, and you don't ever want to cross-contaminate your wheels. So you want to have dedicated wheels for whatever you're using. So if it's metal, use them on metal. If you're using it for stones, use it for stones. And don't use different kinds of compounds on the same wheel because it muddies them up. And so I always use these with that black polishing compound. I don't even remember what it's called. I've had that forever. I got it from Rio Grande, and works really, really, really well. And so getting in here, polishing all the little spots, and then after I'm done with that, I'll go scrub it with really hot, soapy Dawn blue dish soap. Look how fun that is. Clean it up, and now I'm going to put that little Kingman turquoise in my little bezel cup there, and push it down in tight so that it snaps in. It's got a solid little fit. And then I'm going to use my little, can't think what they're called. Anyway, a little set, and there it is. Look how pretty that is. Turned out great.